Some days you just gotta like drink the champagne.
Check, check.
Look,
Check, check.
you see me, Alice. Sometimes you just gotta drink the champagne first. Because today is gonna be a crazy day. It's gonna be crazy.
You hear my voice? I'm barely holding
My
on.
voice, I ain't even go to Hawaii. My voice, something's going on. I don't have my cute radio voice.
I need to be in detox. For real.
Alice party.
Oh, I'm sorry. We all live. We're on Facebook Live. My bad. No, we're all good.
You guys ready?
Yep.
We know you can't get enough of WWE, The Real 1100 AM. The Real.
Good morning. We are
The Morning Takeover.
I'm your girl, Shanice W.
I'm AMAC. I don't know how to act.
Hey, this is Ellis Dean.
We are going to give you all the latest in entertainment news, politics, and sports. We are on every Monday through Friday at 10:15 on The Real 1100. Let's talk.
'Cause we taking it over. One city at a time.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
Oh, my God. You know, when I started off with, oh, my God, you know it's about to be crazy, right?
It's one of those things.
It's just one of those days.
It's one of them days.
As long as you don't think that a girl goes through.
That
Don't
a
sing
host
part.
goes through.
Okay, good. Right. Okay, cool.
What?
All right, guys. According to CNN, Morgan Freeman has been accused of sexual harassment or misconduct by 8 women over several years. 8 women we're at right now. But they said it's more coming.
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
You said that right?
Yeah.
Look, I went on vacation over this past weekend, and I literally disconnected from the world.
You needed to, because just let me handle this. You go.
Yeah.
Let me handle
gosh.
Morgan Freeman. But remember? Do you remember when he was in that car accident a long time ago, and his mistress was in the car with him, and that's how the world found out he was cheating?
Yeah.
Do you remember back then?
Yeah.
He had the car accident, and he couldn't account for who the person was with him. But yeah, it was the alleged mistress. Let me say that. So females have been saying that it happens on the set. On the set with female members of the production staff, the employees it's called Revelations Entertainment. That's his I guess his company, or the company he's working for. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. Well, I mean, I'm sure they all, once you get to the status of a Morgan Freeman, they always have their own production company, so they can produce their own stuff. So, yeah, I recognize that. And I also recognize, and I know we're all like, wow, when somebody else comes out in Hollywood.
It's just going to be a bit much.
Movie sets.
They said it all.
They're hypersexualized. Because when you have attractive men, attractive women, all working together for long hours of the day.
Then they start,
let's go out after we get done shooting. And then next thing you know, it becomes hypersexual.
So, did you know he was 80? I didn't know he was 80. He's 80. I
know
that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, the accusations start as far back as 1996. One accuser said he would always touch her and make unwanted comments about her appearance during the film Going in Style.
Right.
And he would, flipping her skirt up and making comments. I mean, that's Morgan Freeman. Was he really doing that? I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't put anything past anybody. I think once you feel very comfortable on certain situations.
Did anybody see that Going in Style? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about. It was there were 4 older men, and their thing was about them robbing the bank because they were going out right. So okay. Alan Arkin was in that. They had a couple.
So they said that he just kept doing it. She said he kept doing it, and one of the co-hosts had to stop him. One of his co-hosts, like on the show with him, on the movie, had to stop him. And was like, "Hey, man, that's not cool." So. Right. Yeah, and Now You See Me, remember that movie? A senior member of the production staff accused him of sexually harassing her female assistant. So that's another one.
Wow. Yeah. Now you see me. He was in both of those.
And this is what the women this is the atmosphere start changing to. Women knew that when they were filming with Morgan Freeman, don't wear anything low cut, don't wear anything short, and don't wear anything tight, because he's going to make comments. So it was known, like the women in Hollywood knew. They said, believe it or not, they said Morgan Freeman has been known for this for years in Hollywood. We just didn't know. We didn't know, but it's for years. I mean, and women, they knew.
Morgan Freeman played God.
Right.
God don't flip up skirts.
Right. And I mean, but isn't that's crazy? They was like, okay, if Morgan Freeman gonna be there, don't nobody wear nothing short, nothing low cut, no nothing.
That's like Hollywood's Debo.
Right. So
Morgan coming. Let me put my sweatpants on.
Right. It's hot outside, but I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt.
I'm gonna tuck mine in.
And a turtleneck. You know? For real. But a
Tuck your tatas, ladies. Morgan's coming.
Right. And a CNN entertainment reporter was also an alleged victim. She said that Morgan Freeman made inappropriate comments to her when she interviewed him. It was for going in style also. And she was pregnant. She didn't say what the inappropriate comments were, but she said they were very vulgar, very, it was a bit much, and she was pregnant.
He tried to put that voice on him and then say something out of the box with that voice.
And I mean, I have another fact to throw out. Well, I have another alleged, let me not say fact, but Morgan Freeman was rumored to have that he had an affair with his step granddaughter. Did you know that?
I'm learning everything about Morgan Freeman today.
Okay, so but did you know?
All I know is Shawshank Redemption. That's what I know. Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah. So guess what? All these victims are lawyering up, and guess who they got? The person who took down Cosby and who was trying to take down Weinstein, Gloria Alford. All the women, they have Gloria Alford. It's 8 of them, and more women are coming.
Of course.
More women. It's more females coming, and their stories are a lot like they didn't share all the details of what these women went through, but that's coming,
right?
Because it's gonna be a press conference. But then it's other women too, and that's sad that more are coming. We're at 8 now. Well, did any man in the entertainment industry with power not sexually assault anybody? Because I think this is just the beginning. I haven't
heard. Here's the people. You got to get the list of people. It's getting shorter.
Denzel hasn't. If anybody comes and tell me anything about Denzel, I'm gonna be crushed.
Denzel. We've got Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Hasn't had anything. He's been married for years.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg. We haven't heard anything about Steven Spielberg yet.
Okay.
It's all yet, but. That's all I can think about off the top of my head. Really, in terms of big stars.
Well, this is his.
Brad Pitt. We haven't heard anything about Brad Pitt, but Brad Pitt, they may have just been giving it to him.
Brad Pitt. We hear about Brad Pitt with other stuff.
They're like, we good. I mean, I'm not saying he's been faithful.
Right. Okay.
But I'm saying he hasn't been a harasser, and that's the difference. I mean, he's been unfaithful. We understand. But he hasn't been a harasser.
From what I hear. And June is going to get real crazy because I know of more allegations coming against a whole bunch more people, but I'm not going to tell it yet. This is what Morgan Freeman had to say. He said, this is absolutely not true. He said what he does when he's on set is he tries to put people at ease and make them feel comfortable. So he may joke and give a compliment. And he said that obviously it's taking, it wasn't his intention to upset people, or people are taking his jokes or his comments out of context. That sounds like a confession to me, kind of like you said it and you said it.
You're admitting, the thing is, you're admitting to making some inappropriate statements.
Right, because he said, clearly I wasn't coming across the way I intended, and I'm sorry if I upset anyone. That's what he said.
Well, I mean, that's the best non-admitting denial,
right?
That's the way to put it.
Because another woman,
I may have said some things, so that gives you room to get caught. I may have said some things, but it's taken out of context.
Yeah. And allegedly, it was another woman. He would put his hands all the way up her skirt and touch her behind and her front part. Yeah.
Well,
that's alleged.
Another African American hero
Ellis
getting taken down.
Ellis, if you guys are listening to us on the radio, Ellis is looking so down right now. I thought you knew about the Morgan Freeman thing. You didn't know.
Look, when I'm okay, so radio listeners, I went to over the Memorial Day weekend, went to Hawaii. So when you go on vacation, especially when you go on vacation to a place like Hawaii, you have a tendency not to
be on social media.
Be on social media and do what you normally do. Because normally I'm on the internet. I'm reading stories. Whether it's political stories or entertainment stories or social stuff. I'm always consuming information. When you go on vacation, you disconnect. I didn't open my laptop one time.
Because I text you while you was out of town and told you about Weinstein and screenshot it
and
then
then I turned on the news and I found out what was going on and I learned about the indictment.
That's how serious we are with this entertainment news. Me and Ellis, we were talking about so much, and we've been talking about Weinstein for a minute. So when I saw that he turned himself in, I screenshot it, sent it to Ellis in Hawaii because I just had to.
Right, and especially in Hawaii where you're 6 hours behind East Coast time.
Right.
And so everything, y'all are in the bed when everything's up and going.
Right.
And so like I watched some of the playoff games at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Wow.
And it was like chilling, like, oh, let's go watch the games, and then we went out.
Wow.
So it's kind of like it was definitely. It's definitely different when you're away, and like I said, I didn't open up my laptop. If you didn't text that to me, I wouldn't have stopped. So I'm finding all this stuff out, and so she's getting my real, honest.
Well, I usually don't tell you exactly what I'm talking about anyway, but I think you're just real surprised because of Morgan Freeman. Yeah. But guess who's dropped him already? Visa. You know he was doing the Visa commercials.
Yes, he was.
They dropped him because of the Me Too movement.
I bet you they're going to stop playing that was it Doritos or Gatorade commercial that they played during the Super Bowl?
He did a voiceover for a lot of different things. Like he's going to be dropped from stuff.
He's a voiceover king.
So he's been a voiceover for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And Visa, they've already dropped him. So you can expect more. But
I think I'll say this. I think they'll continue to do voiceovers because they don't have to see him.
Well, no, somebody said because he does some voiceovers for Visa too. He's actually in there and they're taking all that.
But yeah, I mean, but he's also a spokesperson for Visa, so they see him.
Oh, okay.
So it's like that, So if you don't see somebody, then people won't recognize. I mean, they know the voice, but it's like, okay.
Gotcha.
But if you see somebody on the commercial, like they got Morgan Freeman, like it becomes more real. So like he could do voiceover for like the nature, like when they did Discovery did this Earth series, he was a voice for that. He could still do stuff like that because people like you're there to watch the nature show. Right. You're not there about Morgan Freeman.
Guys, so I'm gonna keep you up to date on what's going on with the Morgan Freeman case, but they have hired Gloria Alford. She's the one that took down Cosby and currently taking down Weinstein. And we'll see what happens. Moving right along, Pusha T's album cover. Have you seen it?
No.
It's a cover of Whitney Houston's Crack-Filled Bathroom. That is going to be his album cover.
Why?
I don't even know. And Kanye is working with them. So Kanye.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Stop right there. Right there.
Okay.
That's why.
That
makes sense now.
Kanye bought the rights to the photo for $85,000. And I'm going to put the picture up on social media and our Instagram and Facebook and everything later. But it's her bathroom. It's the crack-filled bathroom. I mean, and it looks horrible. It's a crack bathroom, but it looks horrible. It's everything all around. And it's just...
You ever seen a clean crack bathroom?
Right. It's the front. It's not the whole bathroom. It's the kitchen sink. And why would you want that as your album cover? I don't understand. Why would you want that as your album cover?
Because you want people like us talking about it, and you want people like us talking about your album coming out. Because Pusha T ain't been out in a minute.
Pusha T ain't
okay.
done nothing in a minute.
Can you tell me who Pusha T is?
No.
Okay. Remember the group Clips back in the day?
Nope.
I'm your Pusha. That he used to have. Yeah, that's them. He's one of the twins from Click.
Is that why Drake sent him an invoice for revitalizing his career? Because
Yes.
Drake was like, here's an invoice for bringing back your career. Oh, because he do some shade.
Clips was their twins. And it was Pusha T and the other one. And I don't know the other one's name. But Pusha T seems to have tried to find a way to continue going solo. But he hasn't been able to do it.
So that's why.
Now we're talking about Pusha T.
Drake sent him an invoice. Because you heard about the drama with Drake and him. And none of that.
No.
I'm gonna get into that tomorrow.
Right,
but now it makes sense why Drake sent him an invoice on Instagram.
Right.
For bringing his career back.
Right, because if you get into beef with Drake, now everybody's talking about you, and Drake's like, "Here you go, your invoice. Congratulations, you get
right." Okay, one last thing before commercial break. Kendrick Lamar reportedly threatened to pull his music from Spotify in response to the new hateful conduct policy. That's where they basically stop promoting your music based on your behavior, like they're doing with R. Kelly. So
what are they saying? Because of the way he stopped old girl from saying the N-word? Is that what they're saying?
no, we're gonna go to commercial and we'll come right back.
Okay.
Summer is here and it's hot, hot, hot. It's important to ensure your air conditioning system is ready to handle the demands of summer in Atlanta. Like your vehicle, HVAC systems require regular maintenance. If not properly maintained, you risk dealing with the discomfort and hassle of a broken air conditioning unit at the hottest time of the year. Shanisa has some tips to ensure your system will be running effectively while saving money on your energy bills.
Step number 1, set your thermostats and leave it. Step number 2, change filters regularly. Step number 3, ensure you have a professional inspect your system effectively, safely, cleanliness, and refrigerate levels twice a year. A good maintenance program often pays for themselves in energy saving and increased comfort. Cool Air would love to earn your business. Call us at 770-COOL AIR, which is 770-266-5247, or go online at 770coolair.com.
And we are back, and you're listening to the Morning Takeover right here on the Real 1100. I am your boy, Silly Thoughts, and I'm sitting across from the lovely Shanisa W. And before the break, we were talking about Pusha T. I bet if we did a survey, people would know, much like Shanisa did not know that Pusha T was part of the group Clips from back in the day.
Idea.
I knew the producer knew because he knew.
He always knows.
He knew about what Tammy Braxton. What was the girl name?
Tracy
Braxton. He knew her album.
Burn to the ground.
And he knew about what's her name? The girl that was getting on Cardi B.
He knows it all.
He know her album.
Azalea Banks.
Azalea Banks. He knew Azalea Banks.
Yeah.
Broke song. So
I know he know about Pusha T. But anyway, Kendrick Lamar, he threatened to pull his music from Spotify because basically Spotify came out and was like, now they're saying off of artist behavior, they will stop promoting your music, like
which is their right.
Kelly, and then they did the other one, XX. What's the rest of
Extension.
it? XXX Extension. Okay, yeah. So Kendrick Lamar was like, I'm gonna pull my music, and they actually end up kind of reversing what they did, and then they put him the XX Extension back on.
I think here's the issue with that. I would say it's their right as the owners of the channel to put on their network whoever they want to. But it is a slippery slope, and that's what Kendrick Lamar is responding to. So I see both sides. I see as if it's my music station, I can put whoever I want to on there.
Right.
But if I start censoring specific people and artists
then it's
based on what I feel, then
a lot of artists,
censorship.
A lot of artists supported Kendrick Lamar in it. They all agreed. They were like, okay, so now they're going to be watching our every move, and depending on that, they're that'll determine whether they play my music. So it wasn't just Kendrick Lamar was one of the people that was pointed out, but there were a list of other people, and I can bring that list to you guys tomorrow. But a lot of artists were mad because they just didn't feel like it was fair. But guess what? They're still not going to play R. Kelly, and we're all good with that. I think I'm good with them not playing. Not playing, but promoting R. Kelly.
Right,
that's done.
It's one thing to say, I'm not going to put somebody on there that has a history of abusing women and sometimes underage women. It's another thing to say, I don't really like what you do, so I'm not going to put you on my station. That's why I'm saying that's where the slippery slope is. And how do you make that distinction? Are there rules, or is it just random?
So anyway, it's been reversed kind of because they are, they're changing that policy. Let's just they're revamping that policy.
Right.
But let's get to Weinstein, Harvey.
Wow.
Man, we talk about him anytime sexual harassment come up. We'd be like, when's something gonna happen to him? And it did. He turned himself in while you were in Hawaii. I saw him walking out in handcuffs.
I saw that. I saw the perp walking everything.
I got sent it to you. He's charged with rape, criminal sexual abuse, sexual assault, and sexual misconduct. And it's involving just 2 ladies, though. There's plenty of women out there who said he's done this, but for some reason, it's just 2 ladies right now that have filed charges. One lady said it was sexual assault through actual penetration. Another lady said that he forced fellatio on her. So these are 2 sexual acts that, of course, this is, rape. So he went ahead and turned himself in, and his bail was $10 million, and he paid $1 million in cash.
Right,
and they, let him out.
They bonded him out.
The judge issued an order of protection prohibiting contact with both of the victims. Because he could be threatening them. He probably got his attorneys over there contacting him like, look, we'll pay you. We'll pay you this amount.
Like you don't have to touch him out because
right.
somebody, whether it's a runner, and it probably won't be the attorney because the order of protection probably does include anybody representing Harvey Weinstein. But they're going to send a runner.
They're going to get a message to him
like, we got a check for you. What's up?
Right. The NYPD, they released a statement saying thanks to the survivors for having the courage to come out and, seek justice. So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? Because
I saw the interview. I saw Rose McGowan, claiming victory in the fact that he was indicted.
Okay.
I claim victory in the fact that he was indicted because I had a problem
we never
with
thought he was going
Bill
to.
Cosby getting tried twice.
And them not even bringing
an indictment against Harvey Weinstein. And Harvey Weinstein stuff was more recent.
Exactly.
And so I had a problem with that. So now that he's been indicted, yes, I claim victory in that, but he still needs to be convicted.
Yeah, he still needs to be convicted.
Set.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I just feel much better that he's even, because remember we were like, what's going on? When's it going to happen? You were like, it's never going to happen. We thought it wouldn't, but yeah. So anyway, we'll keep you guys updated with that. Moving right along to the Red Table Talk. Y'all have to check out Jada's show. Oh my God. She has a Red Table Talk. It's on Facebook, and they have great discussions. Yesterday, they had Gabrielle Union on, and the show was about healing. For some reason, the 2 women have had, basically, they haven't liked each other for 17 years.
Why is that?
And the thing is, neither one of them knows why. And neither one of them, it's just like they just always, for 17 years.
Is it what they do to black women and they try to pit them against each other so they don't work together? Is that what it is?
You know what I was wondering? I wonder if they were going for like the same roles or something. Like they was always going for the same roles. Do you think that? I don't know what. Like they never said what their like why they didn't like each other for 17 years.
Nobody knows it. But
would they be up for the same roles?
In society and especially in Hollywood, they pit black women against each other.
Yeah, they do.
And so
just like
they never met. They probably never even had any reason not to like each other.
That,
but they pit you against each other because now there's no solidarity. It's individual kind of thing. And you don't like this girl. You don't even know why you don't like her.
Right. So on the show, neither one knew, why. They would see each other and they would be nice and cordial, but it was always tension. So, and then on the show, Jada praised Gabrielle Union for coming out, talking about when she was raped in college and basically having the courage to talk about it. And she commended her for it. And basically what Jada said that she's doing with this show is basically making it be about real life issues and different things with healing. And Jada says she picked up the phone, called Gabrielle Union, and was like, this is my year of growth. I know we don't talk. I know we don't kind of like each other. But I really want to clean up a lot of stuff in my life, and you're one of them. Yeah, so and the show was about healing, but she's using Red Table. Think about the first one was when she brought Will's ex-wife. The second one is when Willow, admitted to cutting herself, and now she addressed her and Gabrielle Union not getting along. So she's going through some growth and healing, and
I love it.
I ain't mad at you.
I think it's great. I think
it's great. Like I'm gonna tune into the Red Table all the time. Now moving along, Ricky Smiley. Did you see he bought that kid? There was a kid that would walk to the bus station and catch the bus every day to his school, and the bus driver took a picture of him walking with his cap and gown because he took the bus to graduation, walked far, took the bus, and because his family didn't have a car. I'm not sure why his family wasn't there, but anyway, the bus driver put it on Facebook and it went viral. Ricky Smiley morning show heard about it, and they end up getting the guy a car. They were talking about his dedication. I went on his Facebook page. I'm actually his friend now. I sent him a friend request, but basically he was at one school. His mom moved. They didn't have a lot of money. So what he would do is, just so he could spend his senior year at the school, he would get up at 4:30 every morning, catch the 541 bus because they didn't have a car, go all the way there, and then after school would wait and not leave until almost 6 o'clock when the bus would come and get home at like 7 o'clock. So like he did a lot to still be at that school and still, you know, he was determined. He was there every day. And when the bus driver saw him like on there with his cap and gown and walking because he still has some distance to walk, he took pictures and was like talking about his determination.
Right.
Everybody saw it. Everybody saw this young man walking his cap and gown. And Ricky Smiley blessed him with a car. Like that morning show blessed him with a car. His name is Corey Patrick. And Corey Patrick also received a full scholarship to Jacksonville University. So congratulations, Corey Patrick. Yeah, I went on his page and seems like a young, nice young man. But man, imagine that, going to your graduation, no family there. I mean, I don't know if it's a situation where his mom had to work. I know it was financial difficulties, but you're going to your graduation by yourself and you don't even have a ride. You're taking a bus and walking.
There's a lot of, one of the things when I was in grad school,
Corey Patrick.
There's a lot of studies on children and the concept of resiliency and how do you, because you know this whole nature versus nurture argument where there, you know, is it nature that you're inherent, you know, certain traits, or is it nurture your environment? And so resilient children are studied because
he got up at 4:30 in the morning, y'all.
Because you're trying to figure out, is it something that's just in him that says, forget what's going on around me. I ain't got no car, I ain't got no way, but his determination and the discipline to do that every day, what sparked that? And is it something that we can teach and coach? Or is it something that's just in him? It was probably naturally? Just in him. So he started his day that's the whole concept of resilience.
4:30 and ended it at 7 o'clock getting home. And, you know, being at school every single day. So shout out to him. He got the full scholarship now. It was a GoFundMe. It raised $11,000 last time I looked.
Though.
And then
can't let the car and the money and all that stuff change who you are, because we can do that.
He does have a cash app on his site. I was kind of like, what you doing? What you doing, Corey?
Right.
But he did put that on there if people wanted to donate that way after it. You know, he got so much attention. So
Corey, my advice to you: do not try to get flossy.
He's on there.
Don't change who you are. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what got you the success.
Yes.
So keep doing what got you here. That got you this point. And don't change it. Now all of a sudden you got a little money. You got a little notoriety now. Now you want to be all flossy. Don't do it. Keep going. Keep driving. Finish your degree. And then go out there and make a change in this world.
Bam. All right, guys. One last thing. Starbucks has enlisted Common for helping during their anti-racial bias training. Just like Houston did with T.I.
But Starbucks got a better person. And I love seriously,
but I mean, why
I love T.I.
They hire these people to shut us up is what they do. And so check this out. So tomorrow 8,000 Starbucks are closing.
That's today.
They're closing 8,000 locations and they're scheduled for an anti-racial bias training session. It's going to be along with CEO and chairman and Common. All three of them will appear in training videos that will be recorded. It'll be recorded messages for employees. So they'll sit there and they'll watch videos of Common, the CEO, and the chairman. And it's going to be a 4-hour training course. Starbucks has publicly announced that people can gather there now without buying anything.
Yep. They've changed their policy, even to use the restroom.
That's
no
good.
more keys.
But you know what? I'm so guilty of taking advantage of, because I go in Starbucks as long as I get a drink. I'll go in there with anything. I've gone in there before with a steak quesadilla, and ate it, and I went there before with wings. That's real bad. But I bought something.
That's an exception.
I didn't just bring salads.
That's an exception. Even when people go in there, they typically buy something, and you want to give it an inclusive environment.
Well, who brings wings to Starbucks?
I would.
Okay, I'll put that in there.
Here's the thing. When you look at their body of work, all of it, on the air and off the air, T.I. versus Common, who do you think is going to be the better spokesperson for this type of situation?
Yeah, I get it, but I just feel like they keep hiring black superstars to shut us up. Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong in seeing that and seeing the similarities in that. I think the person that they chose is a better person to speak to the bias that brought on the situation.
No.
T.I., my man, $100,000. But I think Common is a better person to speak to racial bias.
Yeah, so
he is a better person.
All right, guys. Well, that is it for us today. We have so many more interesting topics for tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow at 10:15. I am Shanisa W. You can find me on Instagram and Shanisa Whitehead on Facebook. You can watch the show again on Facebook later.
Yeah, and I am your boy Silly Thoughts. That's SILLE Thoughts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can always follow the show. We are The Morning Takeover on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we are ATL Connects now with Shanisa Whitehead and Ellis Dean. I saw you make that change.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much. And make sure you share the show. We'd like for you to share the show. If you watch it on Facebook Live, I saw some people. I jumped in your chat room because mine was acting so janky. I jumped into yours, and I saw some people making comments. So thank you, Denise, and everybody for saying giving love for the show. So share the show. Share it with your friends and say, hey, give them a holler.
We're going to post a lot of the videos in ATL Connects with Shanisa W. and Ellis Dean.
Yep.
See you guys tomorrow.
This is The Real 1100 AM.
Well, it's official now.
Yeah, and then I gotta change it and make you an admin on there.
Right. That's cool.
But yeah, so we have ATL Connects with Shanisa and Shanisa W. and Ellis Dean, and we're gonna be in there talking about different stuff that we talked about on the radio. We're going to, we're just gonna post all the videos and talk about all the crazy stuff going on. What are they saying in the chat room?
Oh, they were saying it was a great show. And they were responding to the argument.
So my people were talking. Sometimes y'all don't be talking.
What I read
I'm happy that my people were
and
talking.
I clicked off of the chat room because I would have read you some of the stuff. But one guy was in there talking about how he was making the same point that I was making about them taking out our black heroes. He said ever since they got Bill Cosby, he's like, all these guys need to start looking back over their history, their track record, and making sure it's clean because they're coming after them. And so now you got Morgan Freeman going down. You already got Bill Cosby getting convicted. And that's where, like, okay, Denzel, do you got any stuff? Eddie Murphy?
I mean, I'm wondering, I'm like, you know what? And I heard
Will Smith?
I heard on the radio they were talking about, because V103 just put it out there today, too, about Morgan Freeman. I don't know what took them so long. It took us long because we were waiting for Monday morning. But, I guess it was, too. But it was just like, when I heard of Morgan Freeman, I was just like, no.
Right.
Like, but then part of me wasn't so surprised.
I've been on them sets, man.
And I'm not totally surprised, y'all, only because, too, think about, like, I mean, I knew about, the mistress and all that going on. Mm-hmm. I heard things about a step-granddaughter, like, before, but I was like, that's not true. But then it's been confirmed, well, allegedly. But, yeah, they said he'd be doing the most. I can imagine being a woman on set, and they'd be like, Morgan Freeman's going to be here today. Everybody, you come in there with turtlenecks on, and everything is. I mean, that's crazy to me. That like it's you have to do all that, And they said that Morgan Freeman was known for that in Hollywood. They was like, he's known for it, and more women are gonna keep coming out because right now we have all the way back to 1996, and everything is who's next? I mean, I just know one thing. I better not hear nothing about Denzel. Nothing.
Chadwick Boseman, but Chadwick. Here's the thing about Chadwick. He didn't find his success until later. I mean, Chadwick is 40.
He is?
Yeah, you didn't realize how old Chadwick Boseman was?
No.
Yeah, he's not in his 20s where he's got instant success. He's only found the success recently.
And then I don't look at him as a man with power though. Like I look at.
He's starting to get
He's
it.
now, but I'm saying
what
back in the day
that?
Now the time's up and Me Too and everything's out. He's not going
perfect, right?
Yeah,
so
but I'm saying like people from the past, like remember I told you the allegations.
Martin Lawrence got caught up with Gina on the show. Remember that's why the story ended because they said he was harassing Gina.
This is so sad.
The actress name was so.
Was it Tisha Campbell?
Tisha Campbell.
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Tisha Campbell. He was harassing her, and then it got to a point where like. Dwayne had to come and say, "Look, dude, leave my wife alone." Right, step off my wife.
We can cuss now.
Right,
we're off the air.
So that's on radio mode. But got the microphone here. I'm trying to censor myself. But so Martin had that issue. Was Eddie harassing folks on set? Because that Boomerang set, it would have been hard not to harass. There was so many fine women in that. Because everybody when Boomerang came out, all the brothers was like. Ooh, I want to work in that place right now.
Right.
No, you don't. That's too many women, man. That's women overload. Y'all know y'all wouldn't be able to handle all them fine women walking around all day.
Oh, Lord. Lord. But
you
I
don't get no
was
work done. You be in the office. Yeah, what you doing for lunch? Nigga, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Why are you talking about
right.
that?
But yeah, I mean, but I'm glad Weinstein is finally like.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't bother people when they on trips, but I had to screenshot that and send that straight over to Ellis in Hawaii.
I would show it to y'all, but
I did. And did I not screenshot it and
And
send
I
it to
sent back
you?
the little minion things like, what?
Right.
Like,
Were you like when you first got it? Were you like, why she texting, sending me something while I'm on vacation?
I thought you were just kind of checking in and asking how everything's going and making sure we're all set for the day. And then I saw it.
I was sending you some news.
Greg said, remember he tried to
We've been
call
a
me.
production assistant, guys,
He
and
tried to
we'll
call me and I
introduce you
didn't
guys to
answer.
him.
And then he sent a long text. Did you get the text? And he said,
No.
So he sent me a long text. Hey, I just tried to check in. What's going on? What are my responsibilities? He's trying to. Cause he did set the interview with Rob Hardy coming up on the 6th of June. So
Okay, and I'm gonna give him information. Heather, we're gonna get you on. Heather, it's a couple people. Husband and wife contacted me last night to come on the show and tell their story. We will be getting into contact with you. Yeah. Now that we have a production assistant, everything's
we're gonna get interviews up more faster and
a little quicker. So our schedules are crazy, and we're trying to do it all.
Message like, what's going on? Am I good? And I felt bad. I said, look, dude, I'm on vacation in Hawaii. I'm gonna get you when I get back. No, we're all good. He said, okay,
we're
fine.
Good.
He said, cool, have fun. Blah blah.
We're gonna bring him on the show too one day.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him on, and so we all get a really good chance to meet him. If you watch the show that we did with Clifton Powell, he was there. He was on the side, and then we took some pictures after with him. So you can go to the page, and I'll put it in ATL Media Connects so you can see him. But Greg is going to be on, and we'll have on the show.
You mean ATL Connects with?
I'm sorry,
Shanisha
ATL Connects.
W and Ellis Dean.
ATL Connects with Shanisha W and Ellis Dean. I gotta get used to that. But I'll put him on there, and then he'll come on the show, and we'll do a formal introduction with him. But he's going to be helping us. As the show is growing, we've had to add more people.
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Today I'm calling back everybody who won those tickets. People wanted those tickets to Renaissance when I left.
Really?
Oh my God, I posted it and said I had like 6 tickets. I got so many people. It was like 20 people. So I had to come back up to the station. After my holistic treatment, I went to a holistic place and got Reiki and got a massage and had a reading. So I had to come back up here, and Sky gave me 11 more tickets. So tonight I'm getting in touch with everybody so we can get those tickets to you. But yeah, it's a total of actually 16 tickets. So, and it was like 25 people that wanted them. So
wow,
yeah.
Okay.
So
I did not expect that.
I didn't expect it either. But look at my post. Everybody's like, "Me, you got me? What's up? I want the ticket. I want the ticket." So we just get so busy. But today I'm going to do it.
And that's why Greg is coming on, so he can handle some of those things for us, so we can
Ellis over here hiring people, y'all. He doing it.
So our video should be done soon because he hit me today.
The promo guy?
Yeah, the video guy. Because I told him I was in Hawaii, and he said he was going to be traveling. I said, look, let's just regroup and let's touch base after I get back and after you get back. And so he hit me first thing this morning. He was like, hey, I hope you had a great trip. Let's finalize this video.
Gotcha.
So we have the video, and we can put that out there and start sharing that with folks.
Gotcha.
And then we're going to get us
and shout out to Thaddeus.
Entertainment attorney. We need an entertainment attorney.
Right.
To start working on our behalf.
Yeah. What was I was going to say something.
That is.
Oh, and Thaddeus, shout out to Thaddeus Rankins, After 5 Atlanta. He said, any video needs we need to. That's another person.
We got another guy. So
I got the friend.
We got some great content. We just that's why we had to get a production assistant to help us get all this stuff organized and in a schedule so we can get it all done and out to you. Because really people are asking for more content from us. And we've got to be able to produce it and get it to you. So we've got
and
some
schedule you all on time, but 2 of us can't do it all.
Right. So that's why we need a video guy that can create and edit and make us some creative videos. Like when you see our video about our show, you'll see why we need a video guy. And then we've got our production assistant. He's going to do some graphics, and so we're doing some more promotions so we can get more listeners, Facebook Live watchers. We're growing the show, and thank you all. But we're really going to be pushing hard to get the.
Yes, and we're on in several different cities and states. I don't know if you know that, but like New York, it's 5 different states that we're part of Beasley Media Group, and it's 5 different states that we're played in. But just so you know, you guys can always catch us if you're in your car on the Real 1100 AM. If you're in your car, if you're at home or anywhere else, you can go to actually 1100's website, the Real 1100, or you can listen to through iHeartRadio.
Yep.
Tune in, Radio Now. So it's so many ways to, or you can just always tune in and go from Facebook Live with us because we're always doing that too. So
we love that too. What we're trying to do officially is find a strong media outlet to go live from. So like whether it's a magazine or whether it's like so we can. What was the one you were talking to that one time?
I don't remember.
You've been talking to a lot of them, but
I've been talking to
like the Shade Room.
Oh, Bossip.
Bossip.
Like
Bossip,
and
then maybe
Janae
we'll go
a
live
message.
through Bossip.
Maybe,
Maybe we'll do our Facebook Live through Bossip while we're doing the show, and that'll get us more.
I've sent Janae Holden a
exposure.
message. And then also we have some connects with Will Packer. We have some
Once our
different
video gets
connects.
done, I'm sending it to Will.
Yeah.
Because that's what he asked for. And then we'll possibly be doing stuff with him on Twitter to
With
grow
Will
our Twitter
Packer.
presence.
Yep.
So
So
definitely got some stuff coming up. Excited about it, but
this thing is getting bigger than I thought. Like it is, but I'm happy about it. But it's getting bigger than I thought. Like it's getting really bigger than I
you
thought.
can't be a celebrity without being big.
Huh?
So we want to be celebrities. We want to. I think ultimately what our goal has always been, and like the advice I gave to the young man that got the car from Ricky Smiley is
Corey Patrick,
keep
I am
doing
so
what
proud.
you're doing. We are, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, whether we're on Bossip or we're on us or we got Will Packer, we got us. We're going to keep doing what we're doing because that's what got us to get to those points. So we're going to.
I'm in contact with TMZ too, like
being who
on
we
a
are.
regular. So
I'm gonna keep throwing shade. I'm not gonna change just because I may go from 500 followers to 5 million. Shade is still coming. Okay, I didn't have my shades on there. I should have. Cause I got these bags under my eyes from my week.
It's raining. We look kind of crazy with shades today.
I almost put them on. I got up this morning. I looked in the mirror. I was like,
Look, I'm tired
got
too. I just
bags
want to put
under
them
my
on
eyes.
too.
Oh, I was about to put the preparation in.
Put
'cause I heard
cucumbers.
I ain't gonna help you tighten up.
I'm just need you to put cucumbers or something. That's it. But
For real.
you know.
It was. It's
But
been a
yeah,
struggle.
but thanks for the continued support.
Yeah.
Mimosa moments makes it better.
Yes.
So I like to
Yes.
say. So we're going to do our. So are we going to put our promo out? We'll put it out this week.
Yeah.
A promo video.
Hopefully, it'll be done this week, and then we'll figure out the best way to release it.
Okay.
But we'll
And like I
release
said,
that.
I'm in contact with TMZ as well. So
we push that out there, and then we still need to jump on Ellen and send them some of our stuff.
I even yesterday
Ellen,
got whose information the black guy that started he's African American, he was professional. I can't remember what business he was in before, but I contacted him. He's who started Media Takeout.
Oh yeah.
I contacted him yesterday, so it was late last night. I sent a message, so I gotta check my messages. But I'm good at reaching out to people. That's how I build connections.
That's how she does it.
And I get out
my job is to make sure that we've got the right materials and content to send to them.
And I will reach out to.
And that's what Greg's job is going to be, Greg. So you're going to be doing that.
Let me tell you, I have no. I don't get intimidated. I'll go in anybody's DM or send an email to anybody. I do not care. I DM'd Beyonce, which I'm sure she never got it because I wanted her to sing at my parents' anniversary party. But my thing is, I don't care. Like, I'm going to reach out to whoever. And
that's what works because if they reach back out to you, now we've got the people in place and the materials, and we're building the materials in place. So they say, send me some stuff. Boom. Greg, send it.
I will reach out to anybody because guess what? Everybody that's successful, every successful person had to start somewhere, right? Had to be given a chance. So I reach out to everybody. But we've actually had some people reach out to us, so it's pretty good, too.
You just got to keep being good. So when they say, well, send me some stuff. What do y'all got? And we send them stuff, and, we
Tomorrow, I'm going to started off with Tiffany Haddish.
Wow.
Just to let y'all know that.
I
I'm going to start it off.
I turned my microphone on, so I'm hoping people heard.
Oh.
But yours is better, anyway. So.
Oh, I like yours better, too, also.
Well, I widened the screen.
Yeah,
I had
I need to,
close.
too.
It had the light and everything.
But okay. But yeah, guys, well, we're going
I'm going to give me a Wi-Fi. I'm going to give me a personal hotspot.
Oh. Okay, guys, so we are going to go into our 60-second recap. Thank you.